Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Golden Broncos Team Builder Dynasty. That is right, we are back, and we have maybe the biggest game of our entire Dynasty's history. And that's saying something, because we take on the #1 ranked Oregon Ducks in the Big Ten Championship. We're number 2. It's a 1 versus 2 matchup in the Big Ten Championship. Can you believe it? Can your little brains even fathom it? I know my little brain can't fathom it. So this is a monumental moment in Golden Bronco history. Will we be able to beat the Ducks? I have absolutely no idea. If we lose this game, it'll be our second loss of the year, and it might kick us out of the college football playoffs. There's a slight possibility we just have to go on the road for a road playoff game in the first round, but there's a slight possibility we lose and we get out of the entire thing, depending on other teams' records and who wins and who loses, all that kind of stuff. But really, the only way to guarantee us going to the playoffs is winning this game. So let's just do that. But it's not going to be very easy because we're going up against Oregon, who is tough. Now, they are beatable because obviously they have one loss themselves. This is not going to be easy, though. This is Oregon. I don't have a good history against Oregon. Excuse me. I don't have a good history against Oregon in College Football 25. They beat me a lot. But we should be able to beat them right here. At least I hope so. If you go and enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go win a Big Ten championship. If you have forgotten, we are the defending Big Ten champions. We beat Washington last season in the Big Ten championship to make it to the college football playoffs. We won a playoff game. I think we won, was it the Sugar Bowl or was it the Orange Bowl? It was one of the bowls. And then we lost in the semifinals. But this year we have a better team. Unfortunately, we have to go up against maybe the best team in the country, and that is the Oregon Ducks. It's going to be pretty tricky. This is what our recruiting class looks like. Very excited about it. It's possibly top 5. If we can add these extra 5 stars, it'll be guaranteed top 5. We currently stand at number 5. But if we can have 2 more 5 stars on the team, that would make it 7 5 stars in total, or 8 5 stars in total, I mean. We would be guaranteed top 5, maybe even top 3. So that is what we hope for. And if we win this Big Ten championship, those 5 stars might just commit right on the spot. Who knows? But we're taking on the Ducks. This is going to be just an unbelievably tough game. What uniforms do I want the Ducks to wear? Is it just me, or did the Oregon uniforms get worse over time? Like back in the Marcus Mariota era, I feel like they had so many better combinations of uniforms. I don't know what it is. I don't know. These, like this one, I don't like that much. I don't like this gang green. And I think that's their home uniforms. Or at least a version of their home uniform. I don't know what it is. I don't like them. I think they look stupid. I like these ones a little bit better. I don't know why. That's probably not a popular thing to say, but I don't know. I don't like them that much. This one looks kind of good. It's kind of muted. Looks almost like military style. We're gonna rock the all white, not the all white, but the regular home uniforms, and we are gonna try to take down the Ducks. This is monumental. The biggest game of our entire dynasty's history is right here, right now. 1 versus 2 in the Big Ten championship. I have no idea how this is going to go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. 2 teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 2nd-ranked team, a group with a whole lot to prove here today. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there.
Here we are in Indianapolis to take down the Oregon Ducks in the Big Ten Championship. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than this. Unless it's a national championship game for us, it doesn't get much bigger than 1 versus 2 in the Big Ten title game. These are the 2 best teams in football, you would think. Just going based off their records and their rankings. These are the 2 best teams in football, and they're meeting up in the Big Ten Championship. It's almost a shame that one of these teams has to lose because they're in the same conference. If these 2 teams, if this was the national championship game, you'd be over the moon happy about it because it's the 2 best teams in football matching up for the trophy to decide who the champion is. But no, one of these teams has to lose and then fight their way through a grueling playoff bracket just to have a chance to maybe possibly rematch the other team that wins in the national championship game. So for the team that ends up losing this game, which it could be us very well, the team that loses this game is going to have a very big uphill battle just to get anywhere in the college football playoff. Now, like I said before we jumped in the game, we are the defending Big Ten champions. We beat Washington just last year in the Big Ten championship game. We got our revenge because they were the team that beat us in the regular season that year. And then we were able to beat them in the Big Ten championship game. And then we go on, we play... we get the bye, the first round bye. So we play the Orange Bowl. I'm pretty sure it was the Orange Bowl. This guy is unbelievable. Oh my God. Number 24 just went through the entire defense and scored a touchdown. If that's how this game is going to go, we're going to lose by 50. Because that was unstoppable. He just went through the entire defense. Nobody could tackle him. He just kept bouncing off tackles. People were diving on the ground. He was jumping over them, and he was staying on his feet. That was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Ikegwonu with a big-time tackle right there, or a big-time kick return. And we will start at the 25-yard line. Nick Madden will come onto the field. He's had quite the year. He's been maybe a little bit overlooked, considering the start that we had in this season, where we didn't really think he was going to be the starter coming into the year in the preseason. And in the fall camp and everything, we didn't think he was going to be the guy that would take us this far, but he's ended up playing good enough to do it. He hasn't been the reason we've won all these games, but he certainly has not been the reason we've lost the one game. That's a big-time throw, though. And he's been very good at getting out of the pocket and getting yardage with his legs. You wouldn't really necessarily think that, but he's been very good at doing that. And I'm very excited about that because I've needed to use that ability when trying to avoid some big-time, crucial, back-breaking, drive-ending sacks that have been possibilities during this season. Another guy that's been very good is Greg Mills. He's been fantastic this year. But unfortunately, we are going to be saying goodbye to a lot of guys. Like a lot of these original Golden Bronco players from that very first season, all those years ago, are going to be graduating / entering the NFL. And it's a sad day. It is a sad, sad day to see those guys leave, like Sammy Allen Jr. and guys of that ilk. We'll still have some guys back, but a lot of the mainstays are going to be gone. It's more so on the defense, I'm pretty sure, that a lot of the guys are going to be leaving. We'll try to recover. We'll try to move on. Obviously, this is going to be the... Can I get that over the top? I can! Touchdown, Christopher Greenwell Jr. I wasn't sure I was going to get that over the top. I thought the DB would knock it out of the air, like they usually do. But that's a big-time touchdown. But this is going to be the final season of played games in the Golden Bronco Dynasty. Next year's regular season will most likely be done in a full episode. Maybe it'll be... I'll split it up into 2 episodes. I don't know, because College Football 26 comes out in July, and it's already June, so we'll see. It'll probably be full season per episode, but we'll figure it out. And we certainly won't jump into every game, which means we probably won't win as many games, because the sim is not going to be very kind to us, unless we change the playbook, I guess. I don't know. I'd have to look up, see what kind of playbooks simulate well, and then change it to one of those. This running back's unbelievable, by the way. This Vaughn dude, Malachi Vaughn. Vaughns? There's an S on that. Malachi Vaughns is just a freak, apparently. He's one of the better running backs I've ever seen. And we've only seen him for a couple of carries. That's got to be picked. And it is. Mason Curtis with the interception. He had to do it. A rare mistake by the Oregon quarterback, Mason Curtis, and just standing there emotionless, like a statue. Like he didn't just intercept a pass in a crucial moment in the Big Ten championship. But that's kind of massive, actually. The Oregon quarterback making a rare mistake, a rare error. He didn't throw that ball out well at all. And it works out for us. I got to get that away. Oh, I just barely did, and that was bouncing around. I thought it was going to be picked off. I really did. I thought that was going to be picked off for sure. And really, this isn't just... I just saw that screen up there in the when I was choosing my next play. This isn't really just a... Did I get the first down there? 4th and inches. A battle for the Big Ten championship. This is a battle for the #1 seed in the playoffs. The winner of this will be the #1 seed. I'm not going to be able to get away here. I got to throw that. It's dropped. I shouldn't have done that. I should have called a different play. My initial read was X across the face of the defense, really short, and it like what I did on the 3rd down that didn't end up getting a first down call. But it wasn't there, so I had to scramble. I thought Nick Madden was going to have the speed to be able to get out and scramble. He just didn't. The defensive line was going to catch me, guaranteed. So then I thought maybe I could squeeze it into to Sammy Allen Jr., but that didn't work either, and that's brutal. So we can't capitalize on the interception, unfortunately. We really needed to swing the momentum in our favor with a touchdown there, but it doesn't come to pass. Luckily, Buckley gets a sack on the quarterback. They'll hand it off to their running back again, and he's got a lot of good blocking. He gets a lot of that sack yardage back. Makes it a big 3rd and 11 here. The biggest play of the game so far here in the first quarter is a 3rd and 11, deep field goal range for Oregon. He's going to get it away, and he's going to get stopped. 4th and inches. Oh, my God. 4th and inches for the tight end. Do not run into this kicker. Please, for the love of God, do not run into this kicker. Okay, they're going to drill the field goal, go up 10-7. That is a much better result than having them go up 14-7, obviously. I just really wish we would have scored a touchdown on that interception. Capitalized on the interception. Sucks. Sucks. All right, well, we just go back on offense and try to do our thing. We'll see what we can do. This Oregon team, we know they're tough. I'm just glad we didn't have to play them during the regular season. We had enough trouble during the regular season ourselves, so I'm glad we didn't have to add Oregon to that. They're actually going to test my guys. I got Z Smith. Z Smith's got like 96 speed. They're going to test my boys out here. And I think Allen's got it. No. Why do I never just get a little bit more time, man? I just needed just a little bit more time. Just a little bit. That's all. Just like half a second. And I could drop that over the top. Ah, that's annoying, man. I just needed just a little bit more time. That's all. All right, whatever. Luckily, we completed that 3rd down conversion, so we get the first down and a fresh set. I'm almost tempted to run the run the chew clock. I know that's a little risky because they have the lead 10-7, and if we don't end up scoring, then we just screw ourselves out of a lot of wasted time. But I mean, it's Oregon at the end of the day. We got to try our best to get as many, give them the least amount of possessions they can have. Unfortunately, I just saw that Jay Sean Oliver suffers an injury, so that's not good. Deuce Washington and Bannister will have to come in and do the job here. We're going to keep him out. Was that say Bruce Sternum? Is that what that said? I think Bannister and Washington can get the job done. But we'll see. Bannister's our truck. He's our power guy. He's going to run people over. That's probably the final play of the first quarter. So we will go into the second quarter down by 3, but marching into the red zone. Oh, man. Why did it have to be Oregon? Why couldn't it have been, like, Purdue? There's somebody. Why couldn't it have been somebody that's not that good overall-wise, but had a really good season and made the Big Ten championship? I don't know. Why does it have to be Oregon? This is legitimately one of the toughest teams we'll probably play this entire postseason. I don't know if we'll find a tougher team. Oh, God. I don't know if we'll find a tougher team during the playoffs than Oregon. And I guess unless we come up against Alabama or somebody of that ilk, Georgia, I guess. Or the Buckeyes. Who knows? Do I think I can win on a fade here? Not a fade, but on a vertical route. It's a little bit condensed. I don't know if this will work. I think that might actually work. Back of the end zone. Catch it, Blankenship. Woo! Brendan Blankenship. A crazy catch, and we take the lead back. Well, not back. For the first time, we take the lead. That was a good throw by Nick Madden. It was a good throw bordering on a bad throw from Nick Madden. It almost led Blankenship out of the back of the end zone where he had no space to catch it, but he's just able to drag the feet, get a touchdown out of it, and give us the lead for the first time. Please don't let kick return touchdown happen. Thank God. I mean, Oregon's just throwing haymakers. This is a heavyweight fight. Oregon is throwing haymakers at us, and we are just having to survive. Oh, what the heck? Was that a read option? Or not a read option, RPO? I mean, it looked like he was going to be the slowest delayed handoff of all time, and then he just kept it and threw it, and it was open. I thought we were going to be able to blow that up immediately for a loss of like 4. Oh my God, this Malachi Vaughns, he is electric. Can he transfer over to us? He's a freak. I like this guy. I hate that we have to play him because he's good. Pick that off. No, just a little short. Oh, I missed the tackle with Mason Curtis. It's a touchdown, Oregon. You see how quickly they scored that touchdown there? Oh my God, why does it have to be Oregon? Why does it have to be Oregon? Man, I was really hoping we get that pick there, but we were just short of the angle. O'Connor, former number 1 player in the class, in the recruiting class, just this past offseason. He's had a good year returning, nothing too special. He'll be more involved, obviously, in the next couple years as he gets more of a starting role once some of our veterans graduate and move on. We're going to send that to Greenwell Jr., and he will get himself up to the 40. I'm very tempted. I don't know why. I'm very tempted to run shoe clock because I feel like we need to limit the amount of possessions that Oregon has. And obviously running shoe clock is the best way to do that. Barely got that ball away. Could not afford a sack there, that's for sure. I'm actually going to send Allen Jr. just on a straight deep route. And hope that's... Oh, that safety followed. Okay. But Z Smith was able to squeeze his way through the pack and get a big first down there. You know what? I think I am going to do it. We're going to turn on shoe clock for at least a couple of plays. Just drain a little bit of clock. I mean, we got... I know we're probably going to get... I think we get the ball to start the second half, right? So if we can just drain some clock, score here, then Oregon doesn't have enough time to score. We can really flip the momentum in this game if we are able to do the double dip. Yep. It's possible. Just got to actually accomplish it. So Deuce Washington does a little spin move there off the back of a DB. I don't necessarily like this. It's the same play we threw earlier. They're going to cover Z Smith this time. I'm just going to get it out. No. Yay. Wow, that didn't end up the way that I thought it was going to at all. That did not go the way I expected it to go at all. They actually covered Z Smith there, which was surprising and what I didn't want to have happen. That run will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we are just 2 minutes away from... I mean, they want me to call the same play every time. We are just 2 minutes away from halftime, where we'll get the football back. Come on, Allen. I got to throw it earlier. It's going to get incomplete. I had to throw it so soon because they brought so much pressure. I didn't have a single second to think about who else I was going to throw to. I had to throw that immediately as I snapped it. Greenwell gets the first down. That's big. That's really big. Good job, Christopher. I'm actually going to call this, but change it to a run probably. Let's swap this for a run. Handoff. Oliver gets blown up. My God. Why does it have to be Oregon? Why couldn't this have been an easy team? Let's go Greenwell again. He gets a block, but it ended up not working out. I'm actually going to have to call a timeout here because the clock's going to kill me. It becomes 3rd and 4. We do have a slight opportunity for a first down here. Oh, I think I ran too early. Christ. I ran too early! I can't take the points. It's Oregon. I can't take these points. Might not even make it. You see how the angle of this field goal if I was to kick it? Get that away. Catch it for a first down. Blankenship gets the first down. My God. Brendan Blankenship, thank you, Jesus, for getting that first down there. Wow. Talk about sketch balls. This is an RPO that's just going to be an R. Oliver's into the end zone. You see how slow Jayshon Oliver is with the high risk of injury? The wear and tear is killing him. But we do end up getting the touchdown. A lot of things broke our way on that drive. Jeez. Okay. We took like, what, 4 minutes off? 3.5 minutes off? Something like that. To make it 21 seconds in the half for Oregon to do something. Hopefully nothing. They have all their timeouts. We got to play super, super safe. Do not allow anything to happen. Thankfully, a field goal does not tie the game. It only brings them down by 1. That's a run by Vaughns, and they're not going to call a timeout here. Are they just content with letting it go? They are. Okay, so 1 play, and we go to half, up by 4, and we get the ball to start the second half. We need this drive in the third quarter to be the only drive of the third quarter. All right, here we go, starting the second half with the football. I had to move Oliver out of all of his starting spots because he was just so injured, and I can't afford a guy that injured to possibly. What if he's so slow he can't run away from anybody? What if he gets caught by an Oregon defender and he gets popped and that ball pops out? We can't afford that to happen. Now, it could happen to Deuce Washington and Mac Bannister. I understand that, but it's a lot higher of a possibility if it happens for Jayshon Oliver if we keep him in. So, got to take him out. I didn't want to do it because he's our best running back. Definitely speed-wise, he's our best running back. But we had to do what we had to do. And we need this drive to be the only drive of the third quarter. There's no way we can give this ball back to Oregon. That's going to be dropped. You got to be joking. You've simply got to be lying to me right now. They're not telling the truth. That was dropped. Unbelievable. And now we're putting ourselves in an unbelievably risky spot. I think he stepped out of bounds. It doesn't matter. It's not going to get caught anyway. That was the worst throw I could have possibly made. But I think Samuel Allen Jr. got bumped on his route and never recovered from it. He was underneath on the square route. And he never really recovered from it. And now we've given Oregon all the time in the world to possibly take the lead back. Because I shouldn't have thrown it to the dude on the third down play. I knew how tight that throw was going to be. And of course he's going to get hit on the throw and it's going to fall out of his hands. He's going to drop it. So it wasn't the right decision to throw it, and I still threw it, and that's what happens sometimes, so. I hate that this is the team that we have to play. Why did it have to be Oregon? Why is it Oregon? That's a quick throw. That's a tackle, I guess. It's still a first down, unfortunately. They're at the 12-yard line. It's going to be a screen. He's going to... I mean, the thing about these Oregon players, they are getting every single yard they can. They're not going down on tackles at all. I mean, you see that guy slide for like extra... or slip out of the tackle for an extra like 5 yards? What is this quarterback doing? Oh, my God. Corner of the end zone. He's wide open. Nobody followed him. That was strange. That was a whole strange play. I don't know what happened there. But we gave Oregon a super short field because we went for it on fourth down when we really shouldn't have. I should have just punted it away. But, I mean, I needed that to be the only drive of the half, or the quarter, and it just didn't because we suck. And Oregon's defense is really good. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to get this done, man. I really don't. I haven't been this out of answers against the defense in a long time. I just don't know how to beat this team. I don't know if we have the quarterback to be able to beat this team. That's the biggest problem. If we had Caleb Nobles or Deshaun Wheeler, I'd feel a little bit more confident. I threw a pick. Thank God. There was so many Oregon players there, I didn't expect them to be there. Third and 5. Caught by Greg Mills, but 2 yards short because, of course, he was. Can I make that? Oh, that was so risky, so unnecessarily risky. Why would I throw that? See, these are the types of plays that I don't know why I throw. Thankfully, that time it worked out for me, but that could have very easily been a drop. I should have just ran it and guaranteed the yardage. But I threw that for some reason. I have no idea why I threw it. But that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Mac Bannister, really good run. Really good run. And I was thinking about letting this go to the quarter, but I might have one chance if I can snap this really quickly. Oh my God. Good God. Do you see how fast these guys are? These guys are like shot out of a bullet. They're like a bullet shot out of a gun. You know what I'm talking. I'm all flustered. I can't talk. This Oregon team's God tier. And you're asking me to try to beat them in the Big Ten championship. Z Smith, please do not get intercepted by the Oregon DB. The ball just did not travel. Nick Madden just does not have the arm for that. Dalen Austin picks it off, and that might be our Big Ten championship. That is a devastating interception. They're still throwing it. I'm surprised. I thought they'd be running it. We just don't have the talent. Not against this Oregon team. I think we're a good team that could maybe make a run in the playoffs if we're able to get in. But, I mean, this Oregon team is just built different, man. They're good. They're not just good, they're good. Oh my God! And I don't think Nick Madden's got the talent not to beat a team like Oregon. To beat other teams like in the Big Ten, we can do that pretty easily. But a team like Oregon, they're on a different level. I know they're in the Big Ten also, but a team like Oregon is on a different level. And this running back is freaky. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? He's hurdling over my cut sticks. What am I supposed to do with this? What are they? They're doing a wildcat operation here? What's happening? Oregon just pulled out a wildcat from like the 6-yard line in the Big Ten championship. We can't let him score. Good tackle. I think it was Mason Curtis with the tackle. He's got 142 yards in this game, and they're going to go wildcat again. What are they doing? He keeps it. Vaughns keeps it. He dives in. Touchdown. We had to stop. I think we might have just lost our season, our Big Ten championship on that interception. Oregon takes advantage of it. They score the touchdown off of it. I think our days are numbered. Man, that's rough. I knew it was not going to be easy, but I didn't think it'd be this hard. I mean, this feels like an impossible task to beat Oregon. They feel unstoppable. And I know I say that a lot about certain teams, but this Oregon team feels so much different. I don't know if I've ever played a team that feels this like I can't beat them. They feel unbeatable. Anything I try to think of, they've already thought of it. And Nick Madden just doesn't have the arm. I mean, even that was not that good of a ball. It's going to end up being a touchdown, thankfully. But even that was not that good of a ball. Nick Madden just doesn't have the arm strength to compete on the highest levels. Thankfully, we're able to score fairly quickly. Under a minute. I just wish that we could have done that all game. I don't know why Oregon got so aggressive on defense. They really should have played soft. But now our defense needs to get aggressive. We need to stop this Oregon offense from scoring. Anything, a field goal, touchdown, anything. We need to get a turnover or just a punt or anything. Anything that give us the ball back without points for Oregon. That is what we need to do. This quarterback's already thrown a pick in this game. I'd love for him to throw another one. But it seems like they're just going to run with Vaughns because, I mean, why wouldn't you? He's a great running back. He's fantastic. It feels like I'm playing against prime Saquon Barkley just without the thighs. And they keep going to these wildcat formations. It's very disrespectful. We blew it up. We blew it up. Michael Gilly, a veteran of this defense, blows up the wildcat. And we have the ball with 2 minutes remaining in the game. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Z Smith outrunning. No, how did he catch me? How did he catch me? It's not physically possible. Oh, I can't believe he caught me there. All right, underneath it's Blankenship. He goes the right way. Gets a bunch of yards out of it. Well, not a bunch of yards, but more than he should have. And they are pressing on Z Smith. It's a risky decision. You're not going to have the time to find it, though. Although they had that covered pretty well, regardless if I would have found it or not. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm terrified of this, man. I don't want to have to be in this situation. I think I might have to scramble with Nick Madden. There's a lot of open space here. Just slide down, Nick. Call a timeout. I'm so scared. I am so freaking scared, man. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. Nothing was going to be there. They want me to go for runs now so that I can get in field goal or set it up for the field goal. I don't know if I like that. I don't really want a field goal. I want a touchdown to win this football game because I think we lose in overtime. I'm going to take a sack here. That's super sucky. That's really sucky, actually. I was trying to do a vertical route, but it didn't really work that way, did it? End zone, aggressive catch. Blankenship caught the touchdown. Blankenship caught the touchdown. We lead. And Oregon needs a touchdown to win. Brendan Blankenship with the touchdown catch. Oh my God. And we are up by 4. Oregon needs a touchdown to win the game. A field goal literally does nothing for them. They'd still lose. Oh my God. Brendan Blankenship with the catch of the year. We are going to play so far back that you can't even see us. We're going to be in the next state over. Get there. A sack would be amazing. A sack would be amazing. We just got rid of it. 14 seconds left. That wasted a lot of time. They came in with 22 seconds, I think. Send everybody back. He's going to go quickly. Good tackle. They're going to use their timeout. 10 seconds remain. That was a quick throw. And that got him a lot of yards really quickly. But that's what happens when you give cushion because obviously the middle of the field is going to be really open. But we're relying on the pass rush. We got it. No, he threw it away. Oh my God. There are 4 seconds left in this football game. One chance. We stop it, we win the Big Ten. We don't, Oregon wins. There's no chance for a tie. There it goes. 2-on-2. Just knock it down. Oh my God. I thought he was going to catch it off the rebound. And the Golden Broncos will be back-to-back Big Ten champions beating the Oregon Ducks. You've got to be joking. How? How in the world did we win this game? I can't believe it, man. I am so stunned at the fact that we won this game. We will be the #1 seed in the playoffs. I got to go back and see that touchdown catch, man. This is legitimately crazy. Wait, this isn't it. What is this? That's not the touchdown catch. Oh, that's just a regular pass. Where's the touchdown catch? Quarter 4. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. This is the touchdown catch. I need to see this again because this was legitimately the most crazy thing I've ever done in my life. So I see that Brennan Blankenship has a little bit of space on the DB, but they're arm wrestling here. They're checking each other. So I knew that he wasn't going to win immediately. So I wasn't going to be able to throw it like down here. So I had to throw it. Still, I had to throw it to him. But then I get aggressive. I go aggressive catch, and you will not believe the sinking feeling that I had when this ball was thrown. Because I really thought it was going to get swatted. Brendan Blankenship catches the football, man. And I mean, all year, Blankenship has been threatening to transfer because of playing time, even though he plays every game. I legitimately thought this game was over when we didn't get this. I can't believe it, man. I am actually in awe at what just happened. It legitimately might be the craziest thing of all time. Well, definitely one of the craziest things ever on the channel. I mean, for the Big Ten championship, too. For the Big Ten title. The fact that this ball is caught is just... I don't know, man. That's... Oh, I need to take a nap after that because my heart rate is through the roof. We get 1100 XP out of that. That's huge. We go back-to-back in the Big Ten titles. We've secured ourselves the #1 seed in the playoffs, which is also massive. Oh, man. I need a breather after that. Wow. How did we not get any commitments from any of the guys after that game? That's feels a little crazy there. We didn't get any commitments, but we will sim the Week 16 game. We'll sim the bye. We get 10 skill points. We get Coach of the Year for Dickie Guyton. Good for him. Well deserved. Any other awards? Brody Fisher gets Offensive Coordinator of the Year. Well deserved. Eli Holstein, former Memphis quarterback, right? No? Where's Eli Holstein at? Is it Kentucky? Memphis? Something like that. It's a blue team, I'm pretty sure. 39 touchdowns, 10 interceptions for Alabama. Gets the Heisman. Jeremiah Buckley, Best Defensive Player of the Year. All right, sick nasty. He also wins Best Defensive End. I mean, he had 9 sacks this year. That's pretty sick. Jay Sean Oliver, Best Running Back, 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns. Not having him in that game is pretty crazy. Eric James Jr. gets the Best Defensive Back because he had 2 pick sixes, I would assume. And Jeremiah Buckley also gets the Lombardi. 3 awards for Buckley this year. Congratulations to him. And we will sim through this playoff round, although we will take a quick peek at what we have in terms of dev traits. So the 5-star #2 player in the country, Andre Price, has elite dev. 5-star Braden Leidke, wide receiver. He has star or impact for Walt Ogletree. Elite dev for Sammy Bulaga, the 5-star defensive end. Star dev for Lamar Choice, 5-star left tackle. Star for Malu Bodie. Impact for 4-star George Belotti. I don't care. Jawan Ellington has star. Impact for Demetrius Atwell. Star for Manny Sharp. Impact for Justin Moffitt. And impact for the guard Corey Akers. Oh, we did get the 5-star. We got one of them at least. Vernon Smith. He is impact. Normal for Benjamin Hay. Normal for Henry Raymond. And impact for Joe Worthy. So we actually get some extra commitments, including one of the 5-stars. But Max Marcus has not chosen to commit to the club. All right, so a few elite dev players, which is huge. We've jumped to #2 in the country, just behind Miami because they have 27 4-stars. But if we're able to get that final 5-star Max Marcus, oh, but it's not looking good. We're going to be in an off-season battle against Boise State. We don't necessarily need Max Marcus. I don't even know if I want Max Marcus. The only reason we're going after him is because he's a 5-star and it would boost up our class ranking. That's really the only reason. Usually you don't see a 5-star this late into the recruiting cycle, so I thought we should go after him. He's not, I don't think he fits my playstyle at all. Now, he's probably going to be good in Sim, which is what we're going to be doing to end this series, but I didn't think about that when we were actually recruiting him, so I was thinking about on the field playstyle. We will take on Georgia Tech in the Rose Bowl. Okay. Kind of an wild matchup. Did Oregon actually make it? I didn't even take a look. Did Oregon make it with that loss? They did, and they won their game against Wyoming. So we would have had to play Wyoming in the first round against them on the road, probably, I would assume. Oh, no, they were the 5 seed. They hosted the playoff game. So we would have hosted a playoff game. But then they take on USF. Please, for the love of God, USF, win that game. I do not want to have to play against Oregon again. But then it's us and Georgia Tech, Colorado and Houston, and Michigan State and Alabama in the other side of the bracket. Oh, why do I have a feeling we're going to have to play Oregon again? I mean, we have to win our game, obviously, but I do not want to play Oregon again, man. We do get a first-team All-American in Jay-Sean Oliver. That's the only first team we get. Second teamer, we get Eric James Jr. No Jeremiah Buckley making second team or making All-American? What are we talking about here? Uwazurike makes freshman All-American nationally. What about in the Big Ten? We get Oliver. We get Eric James Jr. The All-American system's so busted. First team Big Ten is really all we get. That's All-American in the game is very, very busted for sure. Hope they fix that in 26. We will continue to pump into Motivator, right? Yeah, we don't need to go into recruiting. We're going to have a second top 5 class, so we're going to unlock Elite Recruiter, which is pretty sick. But we're going to bump this into Motivator and then possibly turn into a Motivator? No, we're still a Recruiter. That's unfortunate. Maybe we'll earn more skill points to go into Motivator by the end of the season. I don't know. But that is going to do it for the episode. I need to take a massive nap after that because my heart's still pumping after that game. The fact that we won that is crazy. We jumped to the #1 team in the nation. We will take on Georgia Tech in the next episode in the Rose Bowl. But if we win that game and Oregon wins their game, then we're back to where we started. And we got to play them again. And I don't really want to play them again. So cross your fingers USF wins the game. I doubt that they will, but you never know. They made the playoffs as a bye, so maybe they're a good team. Who knows? That's going to do it for me, though. I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. If you enjoyed this one, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.